Find insight, guidance, and answers. Tune into Spirit with radio medium Laura Lee.
Laura Lee tuning into Spirit for my special guest, Lisa. Hi, Lisa.
Aloha from Hawaii.
That's wonderful, because I was just going to ask where you're calling from, and that is beautiful. Thank you for joining us on the...
I'm calling from Honolulu and actually in Waikiki. Beautiful Waikiki.
Lovely. I'm so jealous. So let me share with you who comes to me first.
Okay.
And maybe you can get a good visual on this by closing your eyes and see him with me, because it's a male that I'm seeing, dark hair, sported some aviation glasses, and I see him chewing gum rapidly.
Oh, my gosh.
And I feel like the gum was to overcome anxiety, maybe even smoking at one point. Does this make sense?
Yes, it does.
Full head of hair, darker hair. That's how I see him.
Yes.
When he was younger.
Oh, you're giving me chills.
Oh, cool. Because he is so clear with me. Okay,
nice.
So he was emitting this feeling to me, like this guilt of not being there, and I felt like it was reciprocal, like both parties. Do you understand?
I do.
But he is there now in spirit.
I love it.
Yeah, and you're sitting there in Hawaii, but is there a young woman, or I don't know if this is you or somebody else, but I see a grass skirt, a young woman wearing a grass skirt with flower wreath on her head, dancing.
Oh my gosh.
So,
yes.
All right, maybe that is the ceremonial dance they do on the island down there. And who's it connected to? Because he's sharing this with me.
Yes. I have wanted to live in Hawaii since I was 5 years old. And my Uncle George, who had a thick head of black hair, was a sergeant major stationed here during World War II. And he was engaged to a Hawaiian woman, and he missed dying in the bombing of Pearl Harbor because he was on shore leave visiting her.
Oh, wow.
So it was never talked about because, these things are not mentioned from the 40s.
Right.
But there was a huge sense of guilt that he wasn't there for his platoon.
Well, I'll tell you this. He's obviously served as a guide for you to come there. And, the
absolutely.
deep connection. But are you also into dancing as well? Because that's my understanding. There's some sort of connection with you as well.
Yes.
Okay. And he just wants to mention this. Okay. Because I feel like it's much bigger than just the woman that he was attached to down there. But I feel like it overlaps to you. And he just shows this amplified energy, I just feel like, from you to him, extending upward. I don't know if you're into the arts yourself in a bigger way, but I also feel like there's a crossover to healing, and you might even have a company. I just feel like it's a business going in this direction if you aren't already. Does this make sense?
Yes, it does. I actually tutor Japanese children. And I do it from a point of view of creating self-esteem.
Oh, lovely.
It's not about learning English. It's about being happy as a young person, and all the kids end up falling in love with me. And I fall in love with them. The first half of my career, I was a dancer professionally, traveled all over the world.
Okay, well, there you go. He's just confirming and validating that, how close he is to you. And how much he watches over you. And I just feel like there's a bigger bond there for you guys. And I feel like your stay is going to be overextended. This could be it for you. That's how I get it.
I've already decided that. You're so right on.
Okay,
and my great uncle is actually buried right up the valley. He's in Punchbowl Cemetery, which is the military cemetery here. He never went back to Ohio. His remains were laid to rest right above where I'm sitting.
Oh, well, that's why he's coming to you. Isn't that interesting?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Was there an Italian connection to your family or to you?
Yes, I'm half to my father.
All right. So there's just another confirmation. Oh, gosh.
Wow.
All right. Well, I wish I had more for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for sharing your time with me, Lisa. And if you'd like to be a special guest and receive a reading like Lisa, sign up at radiomediumlarlee.com. And while you're there, thank you for subscribing, following, sharing the show. It is free.